One morning, Twilight was in a study in Canterlot Castle. She was feeling sad. It had been some time since she and a fenced his sons to Tasmania. All she wanted to do was find what was never seen from her. Hey, Twilight, what are you doing in your study? Are you up to your studies on the railways in Equestria? Said Pinkie Pie. I was, but I stopped for some reason, said Twilight sadly. The guards I had a word with asked me to talk to you because they saw Thomas and Percy up to something. They just left a minute ago, said Pinkie Pie. Oh. Oh, it's my turn to see what was unseen from my eyes, said Twilight up when hearing this odd news. We'd best see what they're doing. Tell the guards where to visit Swoopdoor. I think that's where they came from. Tell them not. They can hear us, because I left the door open. The rest... That's right, Twilight. I'm not wanting to be distracted. Pinkie? Oops. The rest of the friends left the castle trying to find Thomas and Percy until they spotted them running on the main line to a hill where a was laid for them to run on. There they are, said Big Poop Dash. Swoop gave chase, running onto the red poop. The country was far behind, and at last we landed on top of Gordon's Hill. When we recovered, we lost the entrance, except Spike was standing by the line. Hey, Twilight, what are you and your friends doing here on Shrewsbury? He asked. We're looking for Thomas and Percy, Spike. Do you know where they went? Asked Twilight. I think you said the visiting troopers tramway because when Sunny visited Poopville, she wanted to see it herself too, explained Spike. Just a minute, darlings. We need to take a train, Rabbit had butted in. Oh, oh yeah, Percy said to me, they're waiting for us at the end of the tramway. Oh, oh look, there's Sunny. She's running on foot to get to it. Through the fields she's walking along, said Fluttershy. Lead the way, Spike. So we followed Sunny. Sunny was indeed walking along the fields looking for the Y junction. She believed she had to walk on it, but she had to walk through the bushes. Aha! This must be the way, she exclaimed. Hey, Sunny, where do you think you're heading? All of a sudden, she turned her head to see Whipple Dash spying her from the sky, including the rest running across the field. Mind this shrub of bushes, called Sunny, before ducking through them and brushing away, following the tramway. She's gone in there, said Whipple. Oh, this is too difficult for us to walk through. The shrubs are too thick, said Applejack. It's the only way through, guys. We got to get to Tooper's tramway, urged Twilight. Hey, Twilight, I'm on the other side. There's the route by the line, before the fields and villages, he heard Sunny call at them. Let's keep following her, said Spike. soon as they got through the shrubs, they sort of caught up with Sandy before she was off running. Sandy went through the fields running to the village. She could see the line, so ran on it looking for the entrance. This is it. Twilight and her lot will like this. It's Sunny! Sunny, wake up! After a number of kilometers, Sunny arrived at the end of the tramway, stopping in front of the station and said, and the three entrants were waiting for her. When she recovered, she couldn't believe where she ended up in. Twilight and the fence came up. Is this another of your searches? Asked Twilight. Guys, this is Tooper's tramway. It's been restored. And look, there's his shed. Plus the entrance. They wanted to surprise me and you because of your news being rulers of Equestria, said Sandy. Oh, why, I thought they would grant my wish, even when I didn't. We saw you from the platform, said before we met Sandy in Prudeville Station. So we wanted to invite you to my tramway as to thank you on what you gave us when we worked in Equestria's Railway, said Trooper. I've got this apple tree here, if you want to back kick it. I've rested my back legs so I can try, said Applejack. Ha-ha! There we go. Still got the knack. We can put them in a truck for you to take. It's rather late to get back to Equestria, so We may need to rest somewhere, said Pinkie Pie. I feel like a balloon all a deflate. Thomas and Percy smiled. Why don't you rest in truth, they said, before you get back to Equestria, suggested Thomas. There's one bed, and you can sleep in the cabs, front and back, added Percy. Thank you. We still camp as of today. I didn't even think that you would forget me, but you haven't. It reminds me of when I used to live in Poodleville before we moved back to Canterlot, Spike and me. Sandy showed me the dinosaurs in the Creel Valley back in Tasmania. We miss that continent. Twilight felt like a heart would melt. The fence were the same. We were all reminded of when we Georgia Wood wanted them to learn the difference of their country and others. We still learn them, said Spike. Learning will never stop. We rested in the tram ends and said, I'm glad we could fix what problem we had, said Sandy. At least you didn't use my book again to wish yourself in Tasmania. Can we be friends? Said Twilight. Of course we can. I was wondering that too. Another friend to collect, said the friends. The next morning, we were taken back to Equestria. We went back on the route and went walking to Canterlot. And Sandy went back to Maritime Bay to tell her friends what happened with her. Bye, Sandy. Twilight once again was in her study, fiddling a tree set. Dash said she was heading to the Appaloosa suburb. She wants to find a gem for my book of memories. That's to make it pretty. I wonder what house she has in mind.